Hello everyone, let's take a look at our next problem. Let r and s be integers, then 6 to the power of r plus s times 12 to the power of r minus s divided by 8 to the r times 9 to the r plus 2s is an integer if we have several options. R plus s is non-positive, s is non-positive, r is non-positive, or r is greater than or equal to s. Okay, so my thought here is to, my first thought, 6, 12, 8, and 9 are all numbers that can be written in terms of products of 2 and 3. I'm going to expand this whole thing in terms of basically like a prime factor decomposition, even though it's a rational number. Well, we're looking for when it's not rational, but it is in fact an integer. So I'm going to write this all out in terms of powers of 2 and 3. We'll have a whole bunch of powers of r and s, possibly with positive signs and negative signs. And we just want to figure out when all of the exponents on 2's and 3's are non-negative. If any of them are negative, then this would not be an integer. So I'm just going to expand this and see what we get. So I end up with this expression, 2 to the s times 3 to the negative r minus 4s. I could easily come up with conditions on r and s that make this an integer, but none of them match the 4 inequalities we're given in the multiple choice, right? We need s to be positive, or non-negative at least. We also need this to be non-negative. I think I have an arithmetic mistake. I think I see it. Yeah, this should be negative s, right? I have s minus 2s. So that means I have a negative s there. Okay. So I need s to be less than or equal to 0. And we also need this entire number to be less than or equal to 0. Now, greater than or equal to 0, which means r plus 4s is less than or equal to 0. Now, we're not asked about an if and only if condition. We're just given, this thing is an integer if one of these 4 options holds. So if r is less than or equal to 0, okay, hold on. Let's assume, we're looking for conditions for this thing to be an integer. So we know we need this. This is definitely necessary. We also need this to be true. So what I'm going to do, hold on, okay, let's write this as 2 to the negative s times 3 to the negative r plus 4s. I hope I don't have another arithmetic mistake. Hold on. Okay, I found another mistake. Yeah, this that should be a, wait, 2r. Yeah, I don't know why I changed that from a 2r to a 3r there. So let's continue from this corrected version. 2 to the negative s times 3 to the negative 4s. Okay, so here we have if s is less than or equal to 0, then we get an integer. Okay, so this would have been a lot easier if I had just done the arithmetic correctly the first time. So that's the simplified version of this original expression, and clearly this is only an integer when s is not positive. Thanks for watching.